They found a deadly pest in some grapes, and as Colleen Underwood reports, recent food scares have shoppers searching for alternative food sources.
It's Coleman's snack time. His favorite midday nibble is usually a handful of grapes. But after a scare on the weekend, that's probably going to change.
It surprises me that something dangerous or poisonous or potentially fatal to a small child would make it through inspections.
Scott's wife was doling out grapes to 2-year-old Coleman when she spotted a venomous black widow spider crawling through the plastic container, one the family had just bought from Costco.
He's just a little guy, and it's scary to think that what could have happened if he would have stuck his hand in.
Costco declined to do an on-camera interview, but they did confirm this is the second time in the past few weeks where black widow spider has been found in Alberta. Both cases involved grapes from California. Meanwhile, the Fox store is also dealing with a recall of baby carrots from Mexico because of possible bacterial contamination. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says it's up to consumers to wash produce before eating it. While it's responsible for doing spot inspections of imported foods, it says sometimes things get missed.
You cannot physically do 100% inspections, and inspections are done statistically. They are carried out and conducted as much as possible.
Even though the agency says the Canadian food supply is still one of the safest in the world, worries about food safety have prompted some shoppers to turn to locally grown and organically grown food.
You have a better idea of how things are grown if it's local versus brought in or imported from somewhere else.
That's why I kind of shop here, because I know, they do take the time to, buy good produce that, isn't likely to be contaminated.
I try and avoid those sort of things by just buying like locally grown food, going to farmers markets and buying things that are grown closer to home.
Do it like this?
That's something the Scots say they'll try to do more of, but they know that can only go so far since not all of their favorite foods can be grown locally. Colleen Underwood, CBC News, Calgary.